is being passed around that causes death. Women have been discovered to have it in Africa, where it is clearly transmitted heterosexually. It is only a question of time. We could all be dead before you do anything. You want my data? You want my ideas? You want my papers? Take them! Just do something with them! You're fucking right. I am imprecise and unfocused, and you are all idiots.
Well, that was an excerpt of The Normal Heart, which I watched last night, and that was Julia Roberts, letting them know what she thinks, the establishment, if you will. An establishment that's cold, that will not listen, that will not act. I don't know. See, I have someone in the chat room. Let me take a look. Well, whatever. Okay. Well, I'm at this point. I gotta go over to Blog Talk Radio and do a show over there. My whole desire is to educate the public about the CDC whistleblower and to put pressure on congressmen and senators to go ahead and do the CDC inquiry, the Congressional Inquiry into the CDC. And to the person in the chat room, no. You need to apologize to me because you have no idea what really happened. All right. I don't want to call you a low-level thinker, but you're on the verge, my friend. You're on the verge. So this is why I'm doing it. And I'm hoping that the people that are tweeting have had some inspirations by the clips of the hearings that I played that had the music set back to it. And I'm going to have to get that lady's name to do some more work for us. Those were really good. Because it's a 3-hour hearing, and she scaled it down to about 40 minutes. Like the best parts. And it's true. It's absolutely true. If you want to follow me over to Blog Talk Radio, my show is Vaccine Truth News over at BTR Blog Talk Radio. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat room. It's making me laugh. So, and if you have any biracial or African American children or know anyone, please inform their parents or caregivers about the CDC whistleblower, because this is worse than the Tuskegee experiment. This is worse. I do have words. I'm not jaw-dropped. I protect your children and maybe consider a different vaccine schedule. Oh, wow. Oh, that. Yeah, I know about this thing of ours. Look, you did not have to write that in my chat room. Oh my goodness. Are you drinking? Oh, never mind. Just had to assume that that person's drinking. I'll deal with that person later. Mwah. No, I'm kidding. I have a clip. If you don't mind, I'm going to play this clip for my friend that's in the chat room. You know, he missed my last night's show where I was talking about let it flow. Let it flow. You know, when a man cannot urinate. Yeah. It's a little bit guttural here. But I think he'll understand. Yeah, there's the song. This goes out to a very special friend of mine on Spreaker. He's a host on Spreaker. And he's really quite funny. He knows a lot about sports. His name is Guy Shea. If you're into sports, have a listen. When you go to Spreaker, type in Guy and then Shea, S-H-E-A. A lot of people are listening off of players right now from Twitter. So maybe your husband's, there's other people in your life that like sports. He's on HTLA. some radio station in New York. I don't know. But just to let you know, that's who's giving me a hard time. He means nothing serious about it. But I'm going to play this for you. Diarrhea.
Hi, I'm Dr. Yehote from ZDogMD.com. In today's world of high-profile celebrity activism, there's a very serious problem that you don't hear much about. Diarrhea. Although it's not very glamorous, simple diarrhea is still a major contributing factor to mortality worldwide. So I'd like to provide you with a ringside seat today as I battle with my muse and come up with a hit song that's going to not only inform but also entertain. It's a hit song that I hope will turn the world of diarrhea on its ear. Prepare to be infotained. Okay, so when you're doing a project like this, one of the first things you want to do is brainstorm. Get some ideas, what direction you want to go in. To start out, you can come up with some rhymes. Well, the run's done me, and you know that I felt it. First, I got the chills and got so hot that I melted. For instance, we're talking about diarrhea, so something like squirting and hurting. It ran right up my crack, and some went up my back. Pygmy and borborygmy. I'm going to actually write that one down. And even though I knew I had to poo when you met me, I never ever thought the stomach flu was gonna get me. Try to think of some other ways to refer to it. You don't want to just talk about diarrhea. So, dysentery, obviously. Tijuana two-step. Montezuma's revenge. And we gotta come up with something else. We don't want to have too many references because now it's starting to sound like diarrhea just comes from Mexico. Especially given the current status of immigration reform, it might seem like we're being a little bit biased. So we're gonna want to come up with some references to some other countries. I don't know, Holland, maybe. It ruined our romance, 'cause I had to change my pants. We go into our handy-dandy rock music collection. And just look down the thing here and look for a song that might work for us. I've got dysentery, I don't feel right. Dysentery, my guts are tight. Dysentery, here comes a load. Dysentery, watch my colon explode. Hey Z, Zito, what's up? The video? Yeah, dude, I'm all over it. All over it. Working hard at work. Haven't thought of anything else practically for like a week. I'm working hard. The problem that I'm having right now is it's too easy. I have too much material. I've got runs from between my bones. Like trim away perfectly good material to make this thing work because it's there's too much good stuff out there. I mean, that's the problem that I'm having right now. So I'm gonna level with you folks. I'm doomed. I'm doomed here. I'm probably several days into this project, and I got nothing. My songs are crap. Waking up with a fart like the end of the world, but it doesn't feel like any other flatus before. Now I wonder where my sphincter tone could be, 'cause it's gone.
Go ahead and shoot.
My stool is moving like 100 miles an hour, and I started sitting on the toilet bowl and waving goodbye. Can you tell me, was there something really special in those tacos I ate last night? 'Cause I believe my anus is burning to the ground. Oh well, I guess we're gonna find out. I think I've got the runs. I think I've got the runs, and I believe and hope this BM soon will end. Oh well, I guess I'm gonna
specialist, an internist. I really like my job. I get to see a lot of cool things, talk to a lot of cool people. But when I was a resident, I really wanted to do gastroenterology. It really spoke to the sci-fi nerd in me. What people don't realize when they're getting their colonoscopy is that their gastroenterologist thinks he's Luke Skywalker attacking the Death Star. Flying through the colonic trench, it's like they go to radiology and get their mission briefing. Your target is a 2-centimeter polyp at the ileocecal valve. Some intern, 2 centimeters? That's impossible, even with the computer. But Dr. Skywalker's like, oh, we used to bullseye adenomas in our T-14s back home. They weren't much bigger than 2 centimeters. Red leader, I'm making my colonoscopy run. You got your nurse, stay on target. I can't hold it, stay on target. I can't hold it. Porkins, pull up. You lost Porkins back in the rectosigmoid somewhere. Poor guy went down. You're flying through. Wedge, get out of there. You're not doing any more good back there. The patient is like, stabilize your rear deflectors. Watch for enemy fire. They came from behind. Dr. Skywalker, you've turned off your targeting computer. Are you okay? Yes, nurse, I'm using the force. In my mind, at the end of the colonoscopy, we would stand on pedestals and get our medals with some Chewbacca next to us going, "Arr! Oh dear, oh dear." Oh gosh, if GI were just like that, I definitely would have been an ass man.
All right, well, this was the one I really wanted you to hear. As soon as I can find it again, I loaded it up. I loaded it up. Loaded. What a full statement. Oh, where is it? Now, this song in particular is when I think of the elderly crew on Spreaker. You know, our elders, the ones that know so much. I'm a host on Spreaker, and it's kind of an interesting crowd. They're all, I think, conceptual in their thinking, vision focused, and visually stimulated. And they're very good at describing things. But I kind of picture some of our older Spreaker hosts that maybe are in their 50s or older, you know, who knows, you know, having problems with certain bodily functions. And this one's called Let It Flow. And this is by Z-Dog, who happens to be a pro-vaccine person, but he's funny, and I just put aside the videos that are anti-vaccine, that are anti... What's the word? They make us look like blonde Jenny McCarthy type of people, and that's just not the case. But he's on my list of, I'm going to change his mind. Maybe kind of pointless with him, but he's funny. So I want to play this for Guy Shea, one of our elderly Spreaker hosts. But not the oldest. I mean, there are some people, the dumpster's quite a bit older, so let's let this play. And he's not a bad guy. He's really a funny guy.
It's just so wide in the bowl tonight, not a droplet to be seen. A bathroom of isolation, 'cause it looks like there's no stream. My bladder's bursting with this urine still inside. Couldn't force it out, heaven knows I've tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be a good boy, just hurry up and pee. This hose is kinked by my prostate, oh. Now I just can't go. Let it flow, let it flow. Can't hold it back anymore. Let it flow, let it flow. Turn and slam the bathroom door. Here I stand, my junk in hand. I could strain all day, but this calf never bothered me anyway. You know I really gotta go, man.
I don't know if that's happened to him or not. I was just having some fun. It's a funny song, nonetheless. But I do think of what the Spreaker hosts, what they really deal with, because I think a number of us have some health issues. I mean, a lot of us do in America, right? But people that spend as much time as I do doing podcasts, I'm doing mine for a movement. You know, before that, it was out of boredom. I mean, truly. And I have little people around me all day long. It's kind of nice to talk to another adult, even if it's on the internet. So, anyway, I guess that's going to be the end of my show. I'm going to take myself an hour break and go for another 4 hours on Blog Talk Radio. And their sound is really improving, and their blocking of the trolls is getting so much better. I am impressed with what Blog Talk Radio is doing. They can now block certain people from calling in. I think that's wonderful. Fabulous. Everything. So I'm going to do the finale, because I think people are about ready to push me off the stage, really. Let me do the finale. There's the finale. You know I'm a violinist, right? I had gotten a scholarship for playing the violin. Turned it down.